my name is Mordinson and I'm the manager of the Mordinson Marriage Agency in Kharkiv, Ukraine. Today I want to share a really great video with you. This video was made by our client. His name is Will and he lives in Houston, Texas with his wife who he met in the Mordinson Marriage Agency. This video basically talks about his experience and his wife's experience of moving to the United States, adjustment to the living in the United States, and what's it like for a Ukrainian lady and her husband to move to the US from Ukraine. I really enjoyed this video and I want to thank Will for making it. It's really awesome and I hope you're going to enjoy it just as much as I did. Enjoy.
Good morning, guys. It's Will. I live in Houston, Texas with my wife Natalie, who's from Kharkov. We were married last year and recently got our green card. So I'm going to tell you all about our experiences since then and her life here and how she adjusted. So I asked my wife to tell me the number one thing that was most difficult about moving from Ukraine to the United States. And she said without hesitating that it was moving away from her family and friends and also coming to a country where the only person she knew was me. She had to have the ultimate faith in me to make that leap. So since she trusted me to do that, it's my job to help her get enculturated here. Well, I'll tell you the difference between Ukrainian and American friendships is that I think Ukrainians and Russians tend to be a little gruff on the outside, but once you get to know them, they're very warm and welcoming. Americans are very outwardly friendly. We'll talk to anybody, but it's deceptively hard to gain friendships. Several Eastern Europeans have noticed about us. She has friends now. Things are taking a little slow, but we'll get there. You've got to have a lot of patience through the first year, though, I think. Welcome to Houston. So you may have heard the saying, behind every great man is a great woman. Finding the right wife definitely inspires you to greater heights. One thing that I really appreciate about the traditionalism of Ukraine is that the woman wants and expects you to be the man. Now that's a big responsibility. So I decided, you know what? I want something better for us. Shortly after getting married with Natalie, we decided to make a big move. That way we both start off fresh. So Houston is the fastest growing city in the nation. It feels really good to be in a boom town, to be where the economy is full of life and there's lots of jobs. There's lots of nice houses around here. Houston is a nice place to live. I literally lived in the woods before and I work in technology, so that was definitely holding me back. I really was destined to move to a larger city eventually, but it meant a change for both of us. Natalie's really happy to have helped us pick out a new house. It's sort of our dream home, but we want to dream bigger and want to continue growing. She inspires me to do that, and that's something that I really needed in my life. It's probably the most diverse city in the nation, while also still being Texas-y. So you see the big trucks on the highway everywhere, but the office that I work in has people from Israel, South Africa, India, France, just to name a few. You're already going to be a multicultural family if you get married to a woman from the Mordinson Agency, so might as well fit in. So one of the things that my wife and I had to adjust to coming back from America was the fact that unfortunately 70% of Americans are overweight. Wedded bliss being the thing, I became one of those people, but I'm working my way to get back in shape. People in Ukraine walk a whole lot more and they take public transportation. Here in America, everybody drives their car. I would say the culture shock coming between Asia and the United States is probably pretty severe. I would say coming from Eastern Europe is somewhere in the middle there. The economy of Ukraine is not all that awesome. Inflation is high, jobs are scarce. So, you know, America is the land of opportunity, still is. But there's an adjustment that comes with that. Folks coming from Ukraine need to, first they've got to get a bearing for, our English measurement system and all that, but also the exchange rate, how much things are worth here. You can get a lot of value for your dollar when going to Ukraine, but coming back, you have to realize that everything is more expensive. On the other hand, we are the consumerist society. In a way, America has infiltrated itself into every country because capitalism, right? So it's also sort of like, boom, as soon as she saw everything that was available to buy here, it's really enchanting and a little dangerous for a lady who likes to go shopping. So that was an adjustment. We certainly celebrate our life and how much we treasure our prosperity. Just have to takes a few months to get things under control. Just have to make sure we can pay the mortgage at the end of the month, and it's all good. Nervous much? So I want to talk about the visa process and the green card process, which, thank God, we are all the way through. Your mileage may vary. For our K-1 visa, it took about 8 months, 245 days to be exact. And we got our green card from filing to receipt in the mail. It took about 9 months, or exactly 274 days. I got those stats from visajourney.com. Other than what Michael can provide you directly, it's a great resource to kind of commiserate, but also double check minor details. I highly recommend that you check it, recheck it, check it again, and again, and again and again. That was about as fast as I had seen people get through it. I've seen people delayed by really silly mistakes. Natalie's attitude coming from Ukraine is that possibly people are out to get you. Nobody's out to get you in the United States government, but the bureaucracy is ridiculously slow on some of this stuff. On the other hand, if you make a mistake, if you miss entering any data, you run the risk of what they call an RFE, and that will, for every correction, that's going to slow your application down. You also want to file these things as soon as possible because of that processing time. I'll give you an example. Our green card interview, the officer noted that Natalie, who has no children, she didn't put 0 for the number of children in one field. Thank God that they weren't so petty as to file an RFE for that, and he just corrected that during the interview. The green card interview is a little more intense than the K-1 interview, which seemed very friendly. Try to overshare if possible, and it will go as fast as it can go. No matter what country you're in, Ukraine or America, men and women are essentially the same. You have the same wants and needs, same instincts. In Ukraine, you're simply getting the best. You're getting the most beautiful woman in the world with good manners, and they're looking for a gentleman. So if you need to work on yourself, I know I did, I have another recommendation besides the Mordinson agency, and that is Coach Corey Wayne. He helped me understand the dynamic between feminine and masculine, and how to maintain that dynamic that keeps the relationship strong. So I highly recommend him. You can find him on YouTube. So best of luck, guys, on your journey. Like anything that takes a lot of hard work, when you succeed, the payoff is totally worth it. Best wishes.
Привези домой, люби. Вылюби ее и влюби. Они просто делают вид.